So good morning. Come into this place, come into this space, come into the present moment by coming into your body. Come into your body by coming into the breath. So bring your attention to your breath and begin to breathe in and out through the nostrils. Following the inhalation all the way in and taking full, complete breaths. So no stress, no strain, no exertion, but just full, deep breaths. Deep into the abdomen, 360 front, back, sides, rib cage, front, back, sides, chest, front, back, sides, right up into the neck. And full exhales, maybe adding a little squeeze at the bottom, pull the diaphragm a little bit to press on the lungs and press out all of that cold air. But no exertion, no stress, no strain, just full inhales and full exhales. And just bring yourself into alignment with yourself in the posture of lengthened spine and full attention to the breath. We're going to start seated and we're going to begin to move the spine a little bit, just quickly moving the spine in all directions as a place to start warming up. And we're going to begin first by connecting with the breath. And so as you're doing these long, deep breaths, or this yogic breath, as we call this, full inhale into the belly, ribs, chest, and then out, exhaling completely, just aligning yourself with that practice of being present in your breath. Bring your attention inward. See if you can find the place in your body where the inhale begins and anchor your attention at that place. And then just be right there as you inhale and as you exhale. We're going to begin with an alternate nostril breath for a couple minutes. And you can do this with mental awareness, which is how we practice here in Veterans Yoga Project. Bring your mental awareness to your right nostril and then close the right nostril and inhale through the left. Or if you prefer, and you have a practice where you prefer to use a mudra and use your hand, you can do that, placing the thumb and middle finger between the brow or at the heel of the palm, closing the right nostril with the right thumb. And then bringing mental awareness to the left nostril, we'll close the left nostril and exhale out the right, or use your ring finger to close the left and exhale right. And then staying right there on the right side, again, using your mental awareness or your mudra, inhale through the right. And then switch on the exhale through the left. So we're always switching on the exhale, whether it's mentally or with your mudra. And we're just going to be here for a minute or two. Inhaling left. Exhaling right. Inhaling right. Exhaling left. Continuing at your pace, your rhythm. Your pace may be different than mine. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. Continue. A few more rounds at your pace. Being right there with the breath. On the inhale. And on the exhale. One more round wherever you are. Finishing on the exhale on the left side. Release your hand or your mental awareness. Just sit quietly with a long spine. Take a full inhale. And a full exhale. Notice where you are, what if anything has shifted for you. Bring your attention to your heart space. And in your heart space, allow to arise any one thing that speaks to you of gratitude. Maybe it's a person that made it possible for you to be here today. Maybe it's a place, a thing, an object, a memory, a deed. It doesn't matter. Whatever it is, whatever arises, whatever speaks to you of gratitude. Maybe it's just the possibility of gratitude. Allow that to arise. And then anchor that sense of gratitude right there at that spot where that inhale begins. And perhaps set an intention to carry that sense of gratitude with you through the practice today. We're going to move a little bit now. So take your hands to your knees or the top of your thighs. And then as you inhale, just begin to make little gentle circles. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. Just beginning to move the spine around in the hip girdle. Just light little, maybe small circles, maybe wider, whatever's available to you. We're just moving here to wake up. If you're like me, this is your morning practice. Maybe you haven't had a chance to really get stretched and loose yet. This is your opportunity to begin gently waking up your body. Perhaps you're like me and your lower back knows just exactly how old you are and likes to remind you of it in the morning. And so this is a great opportunity to kind of find a way to move into that, bring a little freedom to that. One more in this direction. Come back to neutral, get long. And then begin in the opposite direction. So notice there's a slight difference perhaps in how you feel one side to the other. And just work with that, observe that, just gently feeling into this motion. Maybe it starts to feel a little sweet. One more in this direction. Come back to center. Find yourself here. Take your left hand to the, if you're in a chair, place it on the arm for support. If you're on a cushion or the mat like me, just place your left hand on the floor beside your hip. Bring your right arm up into a goal pose or cactus arm, palm facing forward. As you exhale, lean to the left. Use the left hand for support. Open the right side body. Keep the arm in alignment so that the relationship of the right arm to the head doesn't change. You're just kind of leaning over. And then inhale back up. And then exhale, lean. Inhale back up. Move at your pace, your rhythm, with your breath. Feel into this, how you want to be with this, how deep you want to go. Just kind of feeling into opening up the side body. Again, maybe you're like me and this is kind of a wake-up call. And it's like, okay, how do I want to be with myself in this practice today? How do I want to treat myself with kindness and gentleness as a self-care modality, waking up? Do I always have to go to the edge and find the extreme? One more in this direction. And then come back up, release the right hand down, again, to the armchair, the arm of the chair, or to the floor beside you, outside the hip. Support yourself, bring the left arm up, palm forward. Make your cactus arm. Inhale here, exhale, lean to the right. Feeling that left side body open. And again, your rhythm, your pace, your breath. Maybe you're a little quicker than me, maybe you're a little slower. Take fuller, deeper inhales. Just try to align the movement with the breath. Exhaling over, inhaling. One more here. Release the left hand down. Take a full inhale. Root down, lengthen, let go. Now, see if you take your arms behind you and just open the chest on the inhale. And then on the exhale, round a little bit. So I'll turn sideways. Maybe you can see this a little better. We're just opening, rounding. So we're opening the chest on the inhale and then rounding the chest. So we give ourselves a little hug on the exhale. So the spine sort of rounds and then arches on the inhale. A couple more. So maybe switching the arms on the exhale. One more. Beautiful. Come back to center. And then just come around to all fours. And we'll begin to move to your mat. So palms are underneath the shoulders. Knees are underneath the hips. Feet are straight back, hip width apart. Tops of the feet into the mat. Or if your arches are, you feel some tension in the top of your foot, you can press into the ball of the foot. And then you're just going to inhale, arch the spine, and lift the chest and the crown. So the chin stays in the same relative position with respect to the sternum. The crown lifts, heart comes forward, spine arches a little bit in the lower back. And then as you exhale, you're going to round. Pressing up, letting the head roll so that the biceps frame the ears, and the hips roll under. And then you may bend a little bit in the elbows and push a little bit in the hips as you inhale, waving into that. And then exhaling. And then begin to move at your pace with your breath. Inhaling, arch and lift. Exhale, round and release. A couple more. Your rhythm, your pace. Maybe you want to find a little ujjayi here. Maybe you want to bring a little tension to the back of the throat so that you can hear your breath in your nostrils. Finding the rhythm of your own breath and your own practice here, waking up the spine. Yeah, nice. One more here. Inhale forward. Exhale, round. And then inhale to your plank. Lengthen through the crown. Press through the side body. Press back to the hips. Then just walk the hands out. Keeping the hips high. And hips stay over the knees. And the forehead perhaps comes to the mat, or great place for your gear here as you bring your heart towards the mat. This is called heart melting pose. And the object is, the focus is, the awareness is on the heart moving towards the mat. Big stretch along the back side. Arms stay lifted, maybe pump up on your fingertips to feel a little additional length underneath the arms. Breathe here, full deep inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, begin to walk your hands back a little bit, just a little bit in front of your shoulders, and then exhale, curl the toes of the feet and lift the hips. Keep the knees bent as you lift the hips and let the head roll between the biceps. Press the chest and stomach back toward the thighs. Let the head drop so the crown of the head is moving toward the mat. And then maybe straighten your legs a little bit and then allow your heels to drop in the direction of the mat. This is your downward dog. Now walk this out. Bend one knee. Press back through the opposite heel. Switch with your breath. Bending the other knee. Pressing back through the opposite heel, and then just Find that freedom. Rotate your, press into the fingertips and the heel of the palm. Rotate the upper arms inward. Let the head drop. Keep the hips high. Now bring both heels high and let both heels drop to the left as you maintain equal pressure out of both hands. So you'll feel the right side open perhaps a little bit. Maybe bend your knees to feel that. Then inhale back to center, hips high, head drops. Exhale, both heels to the right. Again, find that length along the left side body. Feel into what you need to do. Beautiful. Inhale back to center. Chest and stomach toward the thighs, heels toward the mat, downward dog. Beautiful posture here. Let's check ourselves here for alignment. Inhale to a plank. And if you have to adjust your hands and feet to feel yourself balanced, now your hands and feet are where they need to be. And then just simply press back, lift the hips, let the heels drop, come back into your downward dog. Feel that for a moment. And look up, check your hands, and then slowly walk your hands back towards your feet, bringing yourself into your forward fold. So great place for your gear. Maybe grab your opposite elbows in front of or behind the legs, whatever's available to you. Maybe just let your hands drop, let your head drop. No tension in the neck. Shake your head lightly. No tension in my head. Shake your head up and down. Yes, Brian, my head is released. My neck is not constricting. The length is in my legs. And I'm feeling that length as I maybe bend one knee a little and the other, rock the hips a little bit, find my balance on my feet. Just do whatever you need to do here to find your release. Backs of the legs. Strong posture here. Maybe straightening your legs a little bit, maybe not. Finding yourself here. Release the forehead toward the shins. Take a full inhale. A full exhale. Release your hands. If you're holding them, bring the palms to the shins. Press the palms into the shins and straighten the arms. This will help lift the back till it's parallel with the mat. Flat back, breathe in behind the heart. Exhale, release the hands down and fold. Let's do that a couple of times. Inhale, lengthen, breathe in behind the heart. Exhale, fold, release the head, forehead. One more time. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Now, in preparation to come all the way upright, bend the knees. Feel the weight settle into the heels especially. And then slowly bring your torso upright. One vertebra at a time. The shoulders come up, the chest rises, the chin lifts, the arms go up on the inhale. And then exhale, bring the hands down along in front of the body and release the palms forward into your mountain pose. So you soften the ankles and knees, firm the hips and waist, lengthen through the side body, let the fingers extend down as if they're scraping the tops of the mat. Tuck the chin slightly to feel the length in the back of the neck. And then feel your heels and your feet balance. So you're inside and outside of your heel, you're inside and outside of the ball of the foot. Those are the 4 points of the foot. We're feeling the weight balance between them as if there's a little X's from the outside of the ball of the foot to the inside of the heel and vice versa. Full inhale here, let everything settle in. Check your gratitude and your awareness of breath anchored right there at the place where the inhale begins. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend the knees, root to rise. So root into the heels and feet and rise up, gathering as you go. Exhale, release the hands. Moving with your breath now. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, gathering as you go. Exhale, release the hands. And then step your right foot forward and turn to face the long side of your mat. Turn your toes in slightly, your heels press out slightly, take your feet a little bit wide. And we're just going to begin to do a little opening here. So your hands will come to prayer or to your waist, whatever provides you the most stability and comfort. And we're just going to bend into the left knee. Maybe take your left arm to that thigh to provide additional support. And then just feel that length along the inside of the right leg. Take a deep inhale. A full exhale. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, bend into the right knee. And again, maybe your right elbow comes to your right thigh. Length along the inside of the left leg. Find this posture. A full inhale. A full exhale. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, bend into the left. And then this time, inhale. And then as you exhale, bring your right shoulder towards that right leg. And maybe you release that left arm so that you're just tenting your hand. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, bend into the right. Find your balance and your strength. Steady and sure. Inhale here. Exhale, bring the left shoulder towards the right knee. Feeling that opening. It's a little bit of a twist there, a little opening. Inhale, come back to center. Now we're just going to move with your breath a couple of times. Inhale here. Exhale left. Shoulder comes towards the knee. Inhale center. Exhale right. Just kind of move with your breath, your rhythm, your pace here. Feeling into this very stable movement. Firmly pressured in the feet. Keep the weight balanced toward the heels. One more here. Come back to center. Release the hands behind you. Interlace the fingers. Inhale. Maybe turn your toes out a little bit to provide stability. Open the chest. Exhale, fold halfway. Keep the arms, if you can, bring the arms off the back. Otherwise, just let the arms rest on the lower back. Lengthen through the crown. Push back with your knuckles towards the wall behind you. Feel the length. Inhale here. Exhale. Release again. That's pressure on your shoulders. Just let your forearms rest on your back. Release the head. Great place for your block. Maybe you bring your block. Feel into that opening. You can bring the arms up. Bring the arms up. Feel that length. Inhale here. Exhale. Release the arms down to rest on the lower back. Inhale here. Exhale, release a little deeper, and then release the hands underneath you. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, walk the hands out. Keep pushing back through the hips while walking the hands out. Release the head. Feel that length. Maybe pop up on the fingertips. A full inhale. A full exhale. Inhale, walk the hands back. Exhale, walk the hands over to the right. Step the left foot forward to join the right. Come into your forward fold. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, gather as you go. Exhale, release the hands. Take a moment to settle in. Full inhale. Full exhale. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, a fold. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold and place the hands beside the feet. Step the right foot back into a lunge. Drop the right knee and the top of the right foot to the mat. Stabilize yourself here. Maybe just lift up onto your fingertips. Feel yourself pressing down into that left heel. As you inhale, bring the arms up. Interlace, interlock the thumb if you like. Lengthen through the fingertips as you press down into the left heel and the right knee. Lengthen here. Exhale, sink in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bring the hands down, frame the foot, curl the toes, step back into your downward facing dog. Take a breath. A full exhale. Maybe sigh it out a little bit if you like. Inhale, look up between your hands. Exhale, bring your right foot forward. Help it if you need to, so that your right ankle is under your left knee. Drop the left knee and the top of the left foot to the mat. Stabilize yourself here. Maybe come to your fingertips. Inhale, take the arms up. Interlock the thumbs the opposite way. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, sink into that right heel and that left knee. Feel that length. Inhale here. Exhale, bring the hands down, frame the foot, curl the toes, step back into your downward dog. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale to a plank. Exhale, lower knees, chest, chin, or reverse push-up. Come all the way down to the mat. Release the toes, tops of the feet to the mat, hands alongside the body. Thumbs right at the breast line. Nose, chin, forehead to the mat. Press into the tops of the feet, feel the knees engage. Inhale, lift the crown, lift the heart. Come into your cobra. Stay long, lifted through the chest. Open, breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale here. Exhale, lower down. We're going to do a couple of these. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Keep the pubic bone rooted into the mat. Lengthen through the crown. Move with your breath. As high or as low as you like. Maybe take your hands off. Inhale. Just using the muscles in the core and the lower back. One more. Lower down. Press into the palms. Curl the toes of the feet. Exhale. Press back into your downward dog. Take a full inhale. A full exhale. Maybe sigh it out if you like. Maybe a little lion's breath if you like. Inhale here. Exhale. Step the left foot forward. Bring the right foot forward to join it. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, release the hands. Take a breath as you settle into your mountain, preparing for your sun salutation. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, hands beside the feet. Step the right foot back to a lunge. Left foot comes back to join it. Inhale to your plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin, or lower down, halfway or all the way. On the inhale, come up into cobra or up dog if you're ready. Just a little bit higher lift. Exhale, press back to your downward dog. Take a full inhale. A full exhale. Find your dog here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. On your inhale, bring the right foot forward between the hands. On the exhale, left foot forward to join it, forward fold. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, gathering as you go. Exhale, release the hands. Take a breath to prepare for the other side. One movement, one breath. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold, anchored beside the feet. Step the left foot back. Bring the right back to join it. Inhale to your plank. Exhale, lower down, your choice. Inhale, rise up, your choice. Exhale, press downward dog and breathe. Take a full inhale. A full exhale. Inhale here. Exhale. 3 breaths is what we're going for here. If your pace is different than mine. 3 full, deep, long breaths in this downward dog posture. On your inhale, the left leg comes forward. Exhale, right leg joins it, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, release. Take a breath, settle in, prepare for the modification we're going to add on. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, hands beside the feet. Right foot back into a lunge, left foot back to join it. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower down, your choice. Inhale, rise up, your choice. Exhale, press back, downward dog, take a breath. Three breaths here. Deep, full breath. Complete exhalation. On the inhale, the right leg comes forward. Drop the left heel down and in. So the left heel is, and left foot is at a slight angle. Right foot is forward. Now, inhale, bring the arms up and bend into that right knee, keeping the weight balanced between the feet. So there's weight in the outside of the left foot, the hips, chest, ribs, head, all facing long off the top of your mat. Breathing deep here. This is your warrior posture. So make your micro adjustments. Find your stability and sureness. Steady and sure. Get long on the inhale. And then on the exhale, just sink in a little bit. Inhale here. Exhale, release the hands down. Frame the foot. Step the right foot back to join the left. Inhale to a plank. Exhale, lower down, your choice. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, press back, downward dog, take a breath. 3 breaths here, your rhythm. On the inhale, the left leg comes forward. Drop the right heel down and in. Stabilize, find your balance. Inhale, rise up. Find your length, then find your stability, your balance, your equanimity, your steadiness, your sureness. Adjust as you need to. Inhale, long here, deep. Exhale, bend in and find your posture, warrior one. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release the hands. Step the left foot back to join the right. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rise. Exhale, press back, downward dog. Take a breath. Full inhale, complete exhale. Your rhythm, your pace, your breath. On the inhale, I'm sorry. Senior moment. Inhale, right leg comes forward. Drop the left heel down and in. Stabilize yourself here. Rise up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, find your warrior. Inhale, get long. Exhale, release the arms to shoulder height. Turn your torso up the long side of your mat. Look down over your right arm. Find your warrior two. Inhale here. Exhale, sink in. Balanced, steady, sure. Pull the pelvis back and in. So stabilize in the core. Get long through the core. Lifting and supporting yourself in this posture. Feel the weight balanced between the feet. Flip the right palm on the inhale. Let the left arm drop, the right arm high. Revolve your warrior. Take a breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Find your posture. Inhale here. Exhale, come back to warrior two. On the inhale, straighten the right leg, bring the left hand to the hip. On the exhale, lean in so that the torso extends over that right leg. Take your right hand to your thigh, to your shin, to your ankle, to your block. Use your gear as is appropriate for you in this posture. The right leg is straight with a slight micro bend in the knee. We're not locked. We have stability and support here. Lengthen through the crown. And then perhaps open the left shoulder and take the left leg high, left arm high. Maybe look up and see your left thumb. This is your triangle, breathing into this triangle. Imagine the back of your head, the back of your shoulders, the back of your hips up against an imaginary wall behind you. Strong core here. Now, being mindful of your gear. Make sure your gear is not going to be an impediment to you. Big, strong movement here. We're going to inhale up and rotate the arms and the feet and come into warrior two, facing off the back of your mat. So bottom of your mat, I guess is the way to say that. So we're now facing in the opposite direction in warrior two. Again, engage in the core, lift through the pelvic bowl, through the core, stabilize and support yourself, balance steady and sure. Find this posture, get long. Breathe here. Flip the palm on the inhale. Left arm goes high, right arm drops down. Look up and see your palm. Take a full inhale. A full exhale. Inhale here. Exhale, come back to warrior two. On your inhale, straighten the left leg. Bring your right hand to your right hip. On the exhale, lean the torso forward over that left leg. Drop the hand to the thigh, shin, ankle, or block, whatever's right for you. The left leg is straight but not locked. The crown is extending, the sternum is lifting away from the leg. Your weight is balanced between your feet. Feel into your balance. Finding your triangle, then begin to open the right shoulder perhaps, maybe taking the right arm high, maybe looking up and seeing your right thumb. Same imaginary wall behind your head, shoulders, and hips. Open and shine a little brighter, be in your triangle. Breathe. Strong core move here. Inhale, come up. As you exhale, bend into the left knee. As you inhale, rotate the right arm along the side of your mat, turn the chest forward off the back. Bottom of your mat, take the arms up, come into warrior one, facing the bottom of the mat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, Bring your hands down, frame the foot, roll to the ball of the right foot, step the left foot back. Downward facing dog. Take a breath. Let it out. Take a breath. And an exhale. Take a breath. And then as you exhale, bring your knees to the mat. Release your feet. And then press your hips back toward your heels, coming to your wisdom pose, your child's pose. Now, again, you can use your gear here for your forehead if you like, or for your chest, whatever's appropriate to you, or maybe you bring your forehead to the mat. Maybe a little massage of your forehead if you like. Arms stay long, maybe pop up on the fingertips to feel the length. Maybe just gently tease your hips back towards your heels to find the full length. This is your wisdom pose, your child's pose. Find this and rest for a moment before we come into our back bend. So we're going to walk the hands back towards the knees and just come upright first. Now, great place for your gear here. We're going to come into camel pose. And we're going to do this in sequence. So we'll go slowly and move into it with modifications. So the first thing is we're going to come up onto our knees. So the knees are underneath the hips. The hips are over the knees. Now, your gear can be, you have your option, tops of the feet. If you need more, if you'd like more stability, you can bring the balls of the feet, and that will provide a little bit of additional strength and support there. This block back between your feet at whatever setting is appropriate for you. I'm going to leave mine at the highest for demonstration purposes. Now, you may want to bring your hands into fists and place them lightly at your SI joint, right at the top of your buttocks, or the heel of your palm goes on the SI joint. So it's like you're putting your fingers in pockets in your back pockets. And then you just gently suggest to your hips that they stay over the knees. The tendency is for the hips to drop back. We want to keep them over the knees. Now, this is your posture. Chin is neutral. Begin to open the chest as you breathe deep into the belly. And then maybe you can get a slight back bend here, just lifting the chest and the heart. I encourage you not to let your head drop way back and as if you're scrunching the neck, but if you're comfortable doing so, you can open the chin a little bit. Notice the tendency to constrict the breathing. This is your baby or beginning posture. Plenty of work being done right here. Breathing deep to the belly button. And exhaling. If you like, you can take one hand back to your heel or to your block. Block will give you a little bit more room. Heel is right there also. If your toes are under, your heel's a little higher. But notice the tendency if you bring a hand back to open that hip back toward the hip. So keep the hips moving forward. Maybe take the opposite hand all the way behind you to encourage your hips to stay level. Breathe deep. If you took one hand back, maybe switch. Balancing either side. Breathing deep. Inhale, come back to center. Mindful of your gear. Exhale. Release your toes. If you have your toes curled under, bring your hips back toward your heels. And let your hands rest. Just sit for a moment. If this is not comfortable, just come to an easy pose. Just bring your hips down and bring your legs around and sit. I'm just going to take a breath here. Also, if you have your gear, if it's not comfortable to sit on your heels, you can put your gear between your calves and your buttocks. That may support you. Now we're going to do a counter of that, sort of a mini rabbit pose. And so essentially what we're going to just do is come into your child's pose. And then instead of bringing your forehead to the mat, we're going to try to bring the crown of the head to the mat. So see if you can bring your forehead to your knees. So we're getting a little bit of rounding in the upper back. And whether it's your forehead or your crown, wherever you are here, full inhale. Complete exhale. All right. See where we are here. Yes, this time, sorry about the mic, got a little pressed there. So we're going to come from here, come seated, and then swing your legs out and place your legs out in front of you. We'll come into our stretch and twist, and then come into our guided rest. So I like to press my hands alongside my hips to lengthen my spine and then stay lengthened while lifting the arms up. On the exhale, we're going to hinge. So bring the belly button toward the thighs, chest and stomach toward the knees, forehead toward the toes. Maybe I bring my nose right between my two big toes there. Maybe you can grab your ankles, your shins, yogi toe lock over the tops of the toes, underneath the feet, whatever your flexibility allows. Just be there and lean in. Adjust as you need to. Keep the knees bent if your hamstrings are really tight. Otherwise, you can experiment with flexing your toes and pressing through your heels, pressing back through the hamstrings, lifting out of the waist. Now, if you're pulling and we're using a bicep curl, I encourage you to not. Just release your elbows toward the mat. See what happens there, or toward your legs. And then when you've reached your fullest, just release your chin to your chest, your forehead to your shins. Breathe deep. Full inhale. A complete exhale. Inhale. Exhale. On your next inhale, reach long past your feet. Slowly come up, slowly come up, slowly come up. And then roll down onto your back. Bring the soles of the feet towards the hips, heels towards the buttocks, feet are hip distance apart. Then walk your feet out to the edges of your mat. Let your knees fall in. Active rest. You'll feel your abdomen relax here. Breathe deep. Lengthen through the crown. And as you exhale, just begin to windshield wipe your legs gently. So exhaling over to one side with gravity. Inhaling back to center. Exhaling to the other side. Maybe take your hands out a little wider. Press down to support yourself. Don't just gentle twisting here. We don't want our shoulders to come off the mat. So if you're twisting so far that your opposite shoulder is coming up, then don't go that far. Just let gravity do the work and keep the shoulders and the head relaxed and down, and just feel the release that's happening in the hips, especially at the back of the hip. All that stretching, supporting, just releasing all that. Two more here. Come back to center, walk your feet in, bring the knees in toward the chest, reach up and grab just below the knees, and then squeeze here. Just feel that release as you squeeze, and then maybe even bring your head up, your last dynamic movement. Bring your forehead. Inhale here. Squeeze. Get tight, squeeze. Let all this practice be squeezed into you deeply. Squeeze, and then release. Take your legs long. Let your toes fall open. Move your heels as wide as is comfortable for you on the mat. Let your hands fall down by your side, palms up. Lengthen through the crown and relax the shoulders and the back of the head. This is your guided rest posture. Take a moment here for anything that you would like in order to feel a little bit more comfortable. Maybe you have an eye shade for your eyes. Maybe you have a blanket or a shawl for your body. Maybe you have a bolster for your knees. Whatever you need in order to support yourself in your guided rest. Allow yourself a minute to get just perhaps 1% more comfortable. And then close your eyes and let go. Release any shaping of the breath. Let go. Allow yourself to be done. You're done. Let go. And begin to track your body. Starting at the soles of your feet, toes, tops of the feet, heels, ankles. Just relax. Let go. Moving to your calves and shins, your knees, your thighs. Release. Let go. Coming to your hips, your sacrum, your glutes. Relax. Moving to your lower back and your abdomen. Release. Coming to your ribs and your middle back. Relax. Moving to your upper back and your chest. Release. Coming to your shoulders, your arms, your elbows, your forearms, your wrists, and your hands and fingers. Relax. Bring to the back of the skull. Release. Coming to your jaw and your tongue and the back of your throat. Relax. Moving to your nose and the muscles behind your nose. Release. Coming to your eyes and the muscles and nerves behind the eyes. Relax. And then finally come to that center of your skull, just above your ears, just behind your brows. And in that center of the skull, see if you can find that space of emptiness. And just move into that, relax, into that, let go. You're done. You're done. Just be done. And then bring your attention to your hands and your feet. Begin to reawaken, perhaps wiggling your toes and your fingers. Maybe rotating your wrists and your ankles. On your next inhale, bring the feet together, heels and toes touching. And then bring your heels toward your hips and your knees toward the sky while extending the right arm alongside your head, bicep by the ear. Inhale here. And as you exhale, gently roll to your right side, using that arm to cradle your head and neck. Take a moment here on your right side to reorient, reintegrate, recover, restore. Recentering yourself in the day and in yourself. When you are ready, and only when you are ready, bring your left arm in front of your chest for support and gently leverage yourself back to a seated posture. And as you reacclimate to sitting, I'll take a moment to extend my sense of gratitude to you. Thank you so much for coming and sharing your practice. I'm honored to be here, truly.